I myself do most of Hanover. So everything except Hanover Borough, I do. And I do between 7,000 and 8,000 inspections a year.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's just the how, and it just doesn't stop. It's just, they just keep building.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I helped a friend out, drove down to Leesburg to pick him up Tuesday. First I've been down that way, 15, down to Frederick, and then down 340, 15, etc. I used to be down that way a lot years ago, or frequently.
I love
Thank you.
It's a madhouse.
The Frederick County Creek is coming this way.
it.
We get a lot of the Baltimore area in South Hanover, you know,
I don't
coming
have
up
it in
through,
front of me.
but this area,
I went down 15
Oh, yeah.
from 1974. I worked every day, and some days, some weeks, 6-7 days a week, up until 2018. That was back and forth to work. Yep.
Great.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good.
Hi. We were just talking about you. Wendy will get you straight back there. Wendy, this is Natalie.
Hi,
Oh, my daughter Susan.
Hi.
Did you get a program? Agenda. Back there.
Hi, you're on the agenda.
Back there somewhere should be.
so I was letting you introduce myself.
Thank you.
I
Thank you. You want to? Sure.
We talked about questions, but
Yeah.
That way you can
Yeah,
follow
that's great.
along and make any sort of.
Cool. Nice
I
to
think
meet
you're
you.
taking notes or something to it.
So is this the intersection there?
No.
Down the bottom
yeah,
No, we just changed things around a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we,
Nice.
yeah, not bad.
Oh, thanks, man.
Not bad. Here's John.
How you doing?
How many beers you hit on the way here?
You know,
I right down at the corner, 4 Point ran out over there.
that's,
Everywhere.
we were driving home from our son's house Sunday. Deer ran into the side of our car.
Yeah, I had that happen.
Yeah.
Vent door, vent door.
2 or 3 days ago, we had one, our president was not in his office, but it came down out of the woods, did one of these, couldn't stop, and went right through the glass into his office. Running around his office, they shut the door real quick, the secretary's screaming her head off, trying to figure out what to do.
No kidding.
Made a mess
Oh,
everywhere.
I can only imagine.
Blood everywhere, tore everything up, couldn't figure out how to get back out, so
Yeah.
finally got him to jump back out the window.
Finally
over it.
figured the whole out,
Yeah.
yeah. John, this is John Lisker, our solicitor, Natalie. This is my granddaughter who's taking
Oh.
notes and doing a civics
Oh,
project. And this is my daughter Susan.
Hi.
oh, nice
John
to meet
Lister.
you.
Meet you.
Where is our other fellow?
I don't know, he couldn't find his Crocs, I guess. I don't know.
I couldn't go out of his tent.
Well, he still has 3 minutes technically.
It's usually you, not him. Yeah. Well. Got a big crowd tonight.
Yeah. You want some water?
Okay, thank you.
Mickey ate all the candy out of the dish, so there's no more candy.
No.
Nice, he's already.
Not me, the chief.
The
Did you
chief.
see his correct trash can?
No.
I told him, I said, next thing we know, you're gonna be in diabetic shock.
So, where do you go to school, man?
Waynesboro?
Waynesboro.
Yeah.
All right.
Right up your alley, isn't it?
Yes. That's where all my
Yeah.
kids went to school, Waynesboro.
It's hard to find a meeting that's not on a Tuesday or a Thursday, because she has commitments on those nights. So I'm like, well, you know, your grandfather is technically an elected official.
Yeah.
Hey, no, technically, he just got reelected.
So,
I heard.
so who is your civics teacher?
Stacy Henderson.
I don't, that name doesn't. My last one, let's see, my daughter graduated in 2011. So it's been a while.
You were just a little kid.
trying
Yeah,
to,
that's right, little one.
I'm trying to think
It's-
of me.
Great, right?
That's right.
19, yeah, I got that right. I told you you were 25.
Yeah, he did. I went, what? She's still in school. Oh, my.
Is Siler still there?
I don't think so.
I've been dead for a long time.
Huh?
Sours? That's
No,
it.
Siler,
Oh,
not
Sour,
Siler.
Sour. I thought you said Sours. I said, no, they've been dead for a while.
He was a football coach, and I think he was a history, civics, I don't know, teacher too.
Do you have any questions or anything before we get started? We just kind of go down the list, we follow right along. If you have questions, don't hesitate.
I think she has notes that she has to take. She has to get a photograph and
We are planning on photographs.
somebody's autograph on her.
Mr. Barlow, I'll get Mr. Barlow to do it, he's the chairman. He'll grade it too, trust me.
If we get our supervisor here on the time.
Well, time's up. 6. Where'd he go? He was here, wasn't
He was here earlier.
he? Yeah, I know.
He wasn't here tonight though, was he? Did you see, was he in there?
Oh, no.
He didn't show up after 5.
Call him quick. I didn't bring my phone, probably.
I texted him,
Okay.
haven't heard back.
You better not be setting up the blind in the theater.
Probably, he probably thought the meeting was tomorrow. Just kidding.
Uh-oh.
Got in my room,
Where's the policeman? We gotta put an APB out on him.
Oh, he didn't, yeah, his packet was still in there?
Yeah, his packet's still in the thing there.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
I don't have a clue.
Hey, Chris, your presence has been requested at the township meeting at 6 o'clock. It's now 6:03. Thank you. Bye. All right, we're gonna start without him and then move forward. Okay. This time we'll stand for the pledge of allegiance, please.
You moved the flag. Who did that?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight we have with us Natalie Small, and I would like to have Natalie join us up here at the table tonight. If she would please come up here and join us at the table.
How about that? I didn't know about that. Go around. Sit her over by John.
She said, okay. Natalie, is the chairman of the board of supervisors. I'm gonna appoint you tonight as an honorary secretary for Liberty Township Board of Supervisors meeting for 11/5/25. And here is your official.
Here we go.
All right. At this time, would you please do roll call for us?
Just call out the names of the supervisors.
Just say,
Mr. Barlow.
Mr. Barlow,
here.
Mr. Kyle.
Mr. Kyle,
Here. Mr. Hill.
Mr. Hill.
Is not here.
MIA.
Then I put him on, but you'll probably show up. All right, at this time we'll move forward to the presentation from Middle Department Inspection Agencies. Michael Parkman is with us tonight. Michael?
Well, as we talked about a little bit, just to tell you a little bit about myself, graduated from Fairfield, so I grew up in these roads, running these roads. I'm pretty familiar with the area. Moved to the Hanover area in 1997 and been down that way ever since. I've been with Middle Department Inspection Agency since 2016. Before that, I was a contractor and worked for builders and everything, but then decided that when I started to get a little long in the years on swinging a hammer, I'd find a better way to earn a living. And at that time, familiar, probably Ed Streebig was the inspector for a lot of this area, MDIA, and he was getting ready to retire, and he coaxed me into getting my certifications and taking over for him. So, since that point, the last 2 years, I've been chief inspector and manager of our Camp Hill office. So out of our Camp Hill office, we offer 6 inspectors, and then we have 3 girls in the office. We service, I'm trying to think of how many municipalities in Adams County currently. Most are on the eastern half of the county. Probably Mount Joy is probably the closest to here right now. But we tailor our coverage to the municipality. The girls in my office would love it if all of our 75 plus municipalities did everything the same way. But out of that 75, you might get 70, or you might get 5 of the 70 that do things the same way.
Right.
So and they have a spreadsheet that's long on the wall where they know each municipality and what we do and how we handle their permitting. Because our service, we have municipalities that have everything in-house. You know, their BCO, their code enforcement and everything, and we are just doing the building side of it, your UCC coverage. And that has always been our business model. You know, some municipalities, we are the BCO, the building code official, and that's the person then who decides what needs a building permit, what doesn't need a building permit, and handles that. We have municipalities that they want no parts of anything to do with the building permits. We handle absolutely everything from taking the money and doing the inspections, issuing the certificates of occupancy, and sending them a list of who built what.
Correct.
And that's all they want. Then we have others that are extremely involved, you know, so.
You let us know when it's done and signed off.
Yeah. So that's where a lot of the differential comes for us on and just how much, service a municipality needs. So we, of course, the fees are all adjusted for however much work that we have to do to cover a municipality. Now, as a rule of thumb, we have only in a pinch, of course, we've always helped our municipalities if they lost a zoning guy, and until they could get someone in, we helped them out.
Right.
But as a service, we, to this point, have not offered zoning and code enforcement. Okay. I've been in discussions with my corporate office, which is up near Philly, and my office would be the first, but we've had discussions because we know what's beginning to happen. Okay, PMCA, a good company, Clem Malott, kind of retired, and now it's a company out of Denver, Colorado. So they lose the local connection.
Right.
And I know they would offer both, the zoning and the codes and everything. And we've always just stayed away from it. But now with PMCA and the amount of phone calls that we're beginning to receive, we're kicking around the idea of helping municipalities out, because we know getting anybody to work, period, is a tough thing. And then getting somebody to do code enforcement and zoning it's tough.
Yeah.
It is, it's tough. So you know, we have just talked about, you know, depending on the level of time that a municipality may need help on the zoning and code enforcement side, of possibly, you know, doing a retainer type thing for a minimum, you know, and then kind of, if needed, you have it. If not, you know, I'm not sure how that worked with PMCA. We never got into their billing and never really asked, you know. And Wayne Smith, who is his business is nothing but zoning and code enforcement. He has several municipalities that we service, and he's getting ready to retire.
Oh,
So it's
well,
like,
I'll write his name down.
yeah, he's getting Wayne Smith, right? Wayne Smith, and I don't know if he's taking anyone, but he keeps trying to find someone to groom to take over his business.
Right.
You know, because he serves many in Eastern Adams and some in York County. But so it's one of those things we may be forced into, you know, as part of our service to offer zoning and code enforcement. And if we did so, it would be, you know, as a complaint-driven type deal, you know, where we wouldn't offer up somebody to come and ride around looking for somebody doing something wrong. You receive a complaint, we would look into it.
That's
You know.
pretty much what we do now.
Yeah, yeah. We have some municipalities, trust me, that's all they do. They've got cars on the road all the
So,
time.
if you have multiple municipalities and different codes to deal with,
Right.
so do you have a call place for everybody that?
What we would do, right?
And how do they divvy that out so you know what code you're dealing with?
Well, okay, I did zoning and codes for 3 years. That's how I got my
Okay.
start in this business
Yeah.
for Berwick Township. Okay, I spent 3 years there doing stormwater zoning codes. That's why the company feels comfortable. I know what I'm doing. And if we start offering this service on how to guide, you know,
Right.
guys with that. In my mind, we would set up, like, we would have someone assigned to this municipality. And that person then would receive any phone calls for complaints and or
Permits.
zoning permits.
Permits.
Right. And if you don't have someone in the office to hand out building permit applications and receive building permit applications, we can do absolutely everything online. We have electronic people, let me say, as an example, Adams County, Oxford Township. Oxford Township is one of my municipalities. They do everything online. Let's say, you know, a resident brings in a paper plan with the permit application and they want to, you know, do a deck. What Oxford does, and this was their design, not ours, they've gotten rid of all their filing cabinets. So everything in their system is electronic. So they are automatically scanning stuff into their computers anyway. So what they do is they scan the application and they email it to Sarah in my office.
Kind of what we're doing now.
Yeah, I do that every time.
Mhm.
Is that
We don't get rid of paper filing. I'm not aware that we're legally allowed to get rid of the paper file. But we scan everything and send it to the code enforcement. They don't
Right.
come here. They're not here. They're in Chambersburg or wherever.
right? Yeah, I
The
think you have an office in
application-
Gettysburg.
Yeah, the application comes in,
Uh-huh.
I scan it, and then I email it out to
Okay.
them.
We do the same with commercial. Do they handle commercial that way as well? I know
Yeah,
you probably don't have
This
a
is
lot.
just zoning. When it comes
Okay,
to the
just zoning.
when the building permit aspect comes,
Mhm.
we they work directly with them. That doesn't even happen.
They don't have it.
This is just
Okay,
the
so
zoning.
you don't issue any placards here, we
No.
can take care of
They're all-
that. And our fee structure, I mean, we have, you know, setups for that where it's issuing building permits and stuff. In other words, we would actually print out the placards, we track them, we
Yeah.
pay the state the $450 fee for
Yeah, that's
every building
exactly.
permit.
The only thing we physically do here is accept a zoning application
Okay.
or a complaint.
Mm-hmm.
Those get scanned and sent out.
Okay.
That's it. And then the
Yeah.
rest, once it gets to building permit
Yeah.
stages, they're already dealing directly with them.
Right. Now, do they do a retainer, or do they, you know, like
They
you
just
get X
bill.
amount of hours, or you get billed per hour?
They bill the client directly for all building permits.
Right.
But for zoning, we set the rates, the check comes here, we cash it, and then they bill us their hourly rate to process it.
Okay.
That's how that's done. If it takes 1 or 2 hours, or they bill, whatever many hours it's taken.
Right.
So we have a flat rate that we set based on the average number of hours it takes to process a zoning application.
Okay.
But we handle all the original zoning and the fees here. But once it gets to the building stage, we don't touch it at all.
Right. That's similar to, I'm gonna say, like Huntington Township. Huntington Township is one they don't, they want no parts of anything. It's let us know if somebody
Well,
does
that's what we're
something.
kind of trying to get to.
Yeah.
To be less here and more, if we got an outside entity doing it, they do it all.
So, just to be clear,
Mhm.
you're saying that either now or in the future, you'll be able to take care of the whole process, so when somebody calls in here and wants to build a house, put an addition on or whatever,
Mhm.
needs a permit, we give them your number.
Right.
And we take it from there,
Yeah.
right on through from the beginning to finish.
Yes.
And you build them.
Definitely on the building side, yes. We can
But
bill
not-
them directly. You know, some municipalities, they don't want applicants to see our fees because they add their, yeah, they add their percentages on top and everything for the
That's
paperwork
bizarre.
side of it.
Well,
No, we
we would get a
publish all
schedule of fees, right?
Right.
Yeah, we
Right.
publish all those too.
Yeah.
Everybody knows ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's one thing, the state doesn't regulate for a municipality
Right,
on what you charge for a building permit.
right.
I mean, I've got some of my municipalities that double our fees, and you get into some big houses, that's a lot of money,
Yeah.
But then we have others that, I think it's Conawago Township that I service, $30. That's their permit, $30. Give us $30 and pay MDIA.
Right.
So and that's why I said we set it up, however a municipality wants to do it.
Right.
And on the building side, definitely, we can handle it absolutely all. That's the way
Start to
Huntington
finish.
Township.
We're not
Start-
involved.
No, you're not involved. That's the way Huntington Township is, that James Irving that covers.
Mhm.
But like I said, we can tailor it to each individual municipality. And what we would probably be looking to do was, if we take the leap, which, with the amount of calls that I'm getting from others over here on the western side
Right.
of Adams County, that, we would be able to help you with your zoning, and code enforcement,
Right.
kind
So
of.
if we need to call the dogs out, we call you.
Right, right. Yeah.
I like that.
But, yeah, as far as the building side goes, I know you don't have a lot of commercial here, but it's all electronic submissions. And you have as much or as little communication or in the know about what's happening as, on the emails, because a design, somebody will submit, and then we typically, if we're not doing the zoning, we will contact the municipality and say, this person just gave us a plan and they wanted us to review it. Is it okay to proceed? And then you give your blessing, we proceed, and we review it. And then it's back and forth. On commercial plans, a lot of times, there's a lot of back and forth, because
Right.
our commercial side, that's one thing I will say, our commercial side is by the letter of the law.
Well, what do you do as far as the interaction with the planning board?
We haven't had to deal with many planning boards, because we haven't been doing the zoning. So
Our planning board doesn't deal with our zoning,
right,
pretty much. Our planning board deals with our subdivision plans and building and stuff like that. They look over the plans and make sure everything falls within our side, and then it's reviewed by.
They do that even on residential, or you're talking about just the commercial plans?
Residential.
On the residential?
We don't have commercial, so we don't work.
We're just talking about subdivisions, but
Subdivision.
the zoning doesn't review subdivision
Yeah,
plans.
Right.
Yeah, you review subdivision.
Right, subdivision plans. Right.
Yes.
Okay, all right, okay. Because I know there'd be some interaction with the planning board.
And it gets involved when you're dealing with, because each municipality, as you know, their ordinances are written differently than their neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, to have a guy cover, they have to be on top of it to make sure they know, you know, especially if we're doing here and we're doing neighboring municipalities, somebody calls in and you'd be surprised every time, which municipality is it? I don't know,
Right.
you know, so, but, yeah, we could, you know, it's a new area for us. First, even coming to the western side of Adams County because it's a lot of windshield time. My closest guy, I mean, I live in Hanover. I've got 2 guys that are in and around Dover, in that area, and then the rest are up towards Harrisburg. But, you know, it's the needs there, and we're not going to walk away from
Right,
it.
right.
You know?
I believe it's our conversation before. Since things have transitioned over the last 6-7 months, that the need in our area, for not just this municipality, but other municipalities,
Yeah.
is, they're looking to find out what some options are.
Right, and previous, this is about 3 years now. I've had a couple over here calling me a couple times a year. Hey, have you started? Will you? Or will you consider it? You know, because they were unhappy, and it was always no. I wish we could. You know, because we're just like I mean, in the inspection agencies, they're becoming fewer and fewer too.
Right.
And it's like it's just, and building is getting more and more. So it's a lot of work, but you know, if we have to expand and hire more people, right now the reason I'm comfortable even discussing zoning, I have one guy that is our floater in the office that I would feel comfortable, hey, if these municipalities need, you know, some help with some zoning and stuff and code enforcement, that I could send them this way. So, but.
All right.
Can you just review, sorry, I don't think you covered it, like just how the fee structure work, is it on,
Did,
is it
Did
in?
we
We gotta put a fee structure in here.
yeah, there's, what's
There's
her?
not, I did not
No,
see
there's
one.
none in.
Oh, they didn't,
No.
she didn't send you, I thought she sent you.
No.
the
I
stuff.
sent everything,
I
I
checked.
gave you everything I had.
Okay. I will have that for you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't realize, I'm sorry, I thought Sarah sent, because I thought part of the package
It's
was.
possible that I
Sorry.
didn't put it in here, but I'll check with
At a high level, can you just walk me through what it is it like retainer bases?
Well, okay, this is Huntington Township. I had this in case if someone was gonna ask me questions. Our fees are based on, it's pretty much, like houses, it's square footage.
Okay.
It's what it's based on. Everything from solar to houses to commercial, our pricing structure is there.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll get a copy of something.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll make sure you, and like I said, I apologize, I thought that,
I don't even wanna say she didn't,
Right.
let's not even go there. I'll check.
well, I'll definitely, Sarah's usually on top of that, so.
Exactly, let me check my email tomorrow, if it's not there, I'll reach out to her, if it is
Okay.
there, I'll let
You
you know.
know,
Yeah, because I'll be in the office.
I think I saw this. I think I saw it online. Or
Either
in
way,
the-
we'll check in the morning.
It might
Could
be.
you just provide us with what our
Yeah,
current schedule is
yeah,
that I can add to this?
It's the fee structure.
Oh.
So I just asked
I'll go
Wendy,
get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I asked
we
Wendy-
won't hold you up.
Okay.
and I asked Wendy to
I'm gonna
provide
drag
us
this
the fee
out.
structure of what we currently have.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
So, Mr. Hartman, I just wanna make sure, you are willing to do code enforcement, zoning, stormwater for us?
you're right.
Okay.
And once we would, you know, come up with a fee or a retainer, or however, I mean, we want to keep it billing to a minimum.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
You know, because I understand that's a complaint that I get, and trust me, you're never going to get the service that you're going to get if you hire someone in-house. They have the local connection and they're shaking the hands and, you know.
Now, you mentioned you were the zoning.
For Berwick Township.
Right.
Yes.
It just, and you don't need to spend a lot of time, well, let's suppose you get a complaint, and whatever it may be, someone's in violation of the setback, or someone built a shed and the water from the shed's going on the neighbor's property.
Mhm.
What would be your procedure for handling that complaint? What, you know?
Well, our procedure on something like that would be, of course, well, first you're gonna pull up on like Adams County GIS, okay, to be able to look at the parcel, to see the involved. You typically, the complaints you get on stuff like that are neighbor versus neighbor, which we know a lot of that is civil,
Right, yeah.
Yep.
you know,
Exactly.
and you
got it.
can't be involved in that. And it's a lot of hand holding, really is what it is. Some people just want to complain, you know,
But
and
what
get it
if,
off.
no, what if it's a legitimate
Okay.
violation, like,
All right, if
you
it's
know, like they're doing something on their property with stormwater that is now, it's coming onto our road, let's say.
okay, so then,
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
well, I would assume you have, do you use the Adams County Stormwater Plan? Is that what you use?
We have our own stormwater, we adopted it from Adams County,
Right?
but it is, in 2012, we put it in place here.
Right. So what we would do is, and it's kind of like with municipalities, when people are doing something without a building permit, okay? Because they'll think, well, you're the building code official, that's your problem. No, it's actually not. Our jurisdiction doesn't come into play until they fill out a building permit application. At that point, then as soon as their name is on paper of an application, now we have jurisdiction to ensure what they're doing is up to code
Correct.
and, you know, township. Typically what we do is we work with the township solicitor. If there is something, let's say there is a zoning complaint and it is, or stormwater, we would first, I would send a guy out to look at it, to see what we're dealing with. And if it's legitimate, then everything would work through the township solicitor for legal action.
Well,
Okay?
but prior, would you do anything prior to legal action? I said you would send someone out.
Mhm.
Would, and if there's a clear violation, would you have him first talk to the resident and,
I start everything with talk,
okay.
okay? When I,
Because I again, I represent 6 townships. At one time I had 9. Some of the townships I've had for over 35 years. So I've pretty much seen it all. But I don't like it when they come right to me
No,
and
no,
they
no.
never even talk to the person and
When-
and then I send the person an NOV and and then they're all upset. They're getting something.
I was told I was nuts when I first took over for zoning and code enforcement for Berwick Township, because my predecessor, Wayne Smith, who has that business, he was one of those that the first thing, if there was a violation, first thing they did was send a certified letter. Well, when you receive a certified letter, it usually upset them. And you're already in a dogfight to begin with. My approach was always, I would actually go up to somebody's door, knock on the door and say, hey, we've got a problem, I need your help. And people respected that.
Right,
Yeah,
instead of getting a nasty letter saying you're in violation.
Right. And
Contact your attorney immediately.
Yeah,
Right.
contact your
And
attorney
that's-
immediately, you're in violation.
people they appreciate, I need your help. It's not, you need to do this or else. Most people, once you explain to them why, because I would hear, well, I've been doing it this way for 30 years. Who the hell are you to tell me I can't do it this way? Well, blame it on the EPA, blame it on DEP. They come down on the county comes down on the municipality. It's not us, it's Big Brother.
And that's
But we
exactly-
don't have a choice. you know?
Okay, well that's, I just wanted to.
No, it's not an automatic letter thing. I would, because any of my guys that I would want doing that, I would want them to speak with, and actually see what's going on. I tell my guys all the time, I'll give the PG version of what I tell them, but don't be a judge, be a problem solver. Okay? We're not here to judge somebody on what they do or the quality of their work or whatever. We're just the ones to ensure that it gets done in a safe manner, And no matter what we're doing, I tell my guys, you treat everybody with respect.
Right.
So we don't, but that's just my philosophy, and that's what I instill.
That's the right philosophy.
So,
All right, well.
I took up a lot of your
Do
time.
you have any more questions?
No, I just wanted to.
Well,
I'll make sure you get these.
No, you,
All right. Well, Mike, thank you for coming down, and with the
Thank you.
presentation, we look forward to that,
Yeah, I'll make sure you have it in the
we
morning.
have that there, and then as we move forward for the new year, like I said, we're looking at,
Yep.
different options, and this is definitely what we're, what we're
Yep,
looking
you just let me know, you have my
for.
contact.
I do appreciate you putting that, the ordinance thing on your,
Yeah.
radar too, because that was one of the concerns that we had.
Yeah,
Is how we was gonna
a
deal with
a lot of municipalities, because nobody's offering the service, and not that nobody wants to, PMCA doesn't want to,
Right.
but it's just become part of the business, and that's what
It
it is.
is.
It's part of the business.
Again, appreciate it, thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time.
Thanks, Mike.
You're most certainly welcome to stay. Or you can-
I'll sit here for a little bit.
Okay, all right, then we're gonna move on through our agenda here. Public comments, anyone? No public comments? We'll move from public comments. Supervisor comments, Bobby?
Yeah, I'd like to also say something here to everybody publicly that Bruce, our backhoe guy, is going to be retiring end of the year. I'm going to be backing out more myself. So we're in need of a backhoe operator. We're actually, as supervisors, looking at a full-time position for a supervisor, road supervisor / road master. There'll be some benefits tied to it. So we're looking for somebody to work here full-time, run the hoe, mower, need to drive a dump truck, that sort of thing. And we have part-times to support them, so anyhow, we're gonna be looking at that, just to put that out there for everybody.
Okay. Chris, do you have anything for supervisor comment?
No.
All right. One I announced is on 10/15/2025, we had an executive session to discuss our police contracts with Holland Township and Freedom Township. We also had another executive session on 10/30 of 2025 with Freedom Township themselves to talk to them about their contract specifically with them. And also some of the things we talked about, well, I'll talk about that up here. So other than that, that's all I have for the supervisor comments. We'll move on to our minutes. Everyone have an opportunity to review the minutes for October 3rd, 2025 for the regular meeting.
Yep.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as
So
presented?
moved.
Do I have a second?
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. October 14th, 2025 was our budget workshop meeting. Everyone have an opportunity to review that.
Yep.
Do I have a motion to accept it as presented?
So moved.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Right?
October 22nd, 2025, we had our other budget workshop meeting. We finalized the budget. Everyone have an opportunity to review that.
Yep.
I make a motion to accept it as presented. Do I have a second?
So moved.
All in
Second.
favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Treasurer's report. Everyone have an opportunity to review the treasurer's report. It's 5A.
Yes.
Sure
Any
have.
questions on the treasurer's report?
Nope.
Do I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Guys are killing me here. Alright.
No rubber stamps.
Payroll for 10/5/2025. I reviewed payroll for 10/5 through 10/18 of 2025. I make a motion that we accept the payroll retroactive for approval.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. 10/19 through 11/1/2025. Bobby Cahill, do you review the payroll at that point in time? Would you like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second your motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, now we're at townships.
Mr. Barr,
Excuse me.
did you skip over the invoices themselves?
Yeah, you did.
Sure did. Thank you, Wendy. Invoices for 10/2 to 10/11/5. Everyone have an opportunity to review the invoices.
I did.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the invoices as presented.
Looks good to me. Yes.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, now we're at police report. Chief.
Sir, for the month of October, we handled 51 calls for service, conducted 22 traffic stops, issued 20 citations, 9 quality equipments and warnings, and attended 5 community events.
Okay.
Along with that, we did continue to test the router for internet with Verizon. It does seem to work pretty well. I'm still on board, Mr. Hill, if you would. Lend me your yes,
Like a little,
Hotspot.
I'll bring it down for you. Just let me know when you want me to bring it down here.
I have to return that the 24th of this month, so we'll go from there.
Okay, just let me know. Send me a note.
Thank you. DUI roving, click it or ticket, aggressive driving details have kicked into full force. We are actively planning to participate with that in the township. I also attended a 4-day class. I never knew that it took you 4 days to understand how to install a child safety seat.
Well, you should have a baby, you figure that out.
But I was asked that question by numerous people, you know, why in the world would it take 4 days? The class was very informative, very good. I did pass, you know. So we are now a Commonwealth child safety seat inspection station, as well as I am a technician for installation inspection. So that's nice. We will be, in the future, we'll conduct a child safety seat inspection detail, along with numerous other departments in the town, or in the county. There are only 3 other child safety seat inspectors in the county. And 2 of them, I believe, are Cumberland and 1 is PSP.
Nice.
So,
Nice, great.
other than that, we really have no big issues. We're dealing with them as we receive them, any complaints on speed or what have you, so.
Keeping up with the hours okay?
Hours are great.
Oh,
Matter of fact, patrol hours for last month was 228, on-call was 18, conducted 4 traffic details, traveled total of 2,006 miles, which included me traveling back and forth to training. Full-time hours of 190, part-time patrol hours, this would be from Bose and Sergeant Morris, is 38 for the month. Part-time admin hours is 88. The total amount of hours is 1,086 hours.
okay, cool. Does anyone have any other questions for the chief? Chris,
No.
Bobby?
Good.
When
Thank
drug,
you.
when drug take back?
Drug kickback was last month,
Last month.
October.
October. Yeah. We
Bring
participated,
everyone's attention.
They do it again in April, right?
yes.
April's the next one.
However,
I
I
thought-
just got an email from the Attorney General, yeah, from the District Attorney's Office, that the Attorney General will be conducting a drug take-back next week at Cumberland Township Police Department. If somebody has more drugs that they need to get rid of. We conducted our drug take-back, we do it twice a year, but we do it with the department, with Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, not the AG.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, no other things for the police chief. We're gonna move on to the zoning and sewer enforcement. Let me get to my papers where they're at. Here's some, Alright. Resume. Alright, we had, 5 building, land use permits for a total of $500. We had, one renewed driveway permit for $32.50 for a total of $532.50 for the zoning. Everyone had an opportunity to review, the enforcement, that was presented to you.
Yes.
Yes.
So those are the ongoing enforcements, that we have going on, and hopefully we'll get these resolved, here shortly. I know they've been working on these. We did have, 7 years later, almost 7 years later, Mrs. Bedpock, his family came in compliance, praise the Lord. Can I get an amen? Bless her heart. So, anyhow, that's the zoning, department and enforcement of zoning. Here, okay, the next thing we have, in here is for the roadmaster.
Ongoing.
Okay, this is on the roadmaster. We have, for fuel, 55.1 gallons of gas, on road is 33 gallons, off road is 182 gallons, for a total of 900.4 miles we rode for the month of, October. I went to the RMC conference in Ocean City, for 4 days. For day one, I'm just gonna give you a rundown of classes that I took on day one, Monday, pipe and culvert installation and replacement, public works, working across generations. You may say, what's working across generations? That's working with young people today and trying to get them to come to work for you in the township. On Tuesday, class 1 was winter maintenance, class 2 was paving and preservation, class 3 was stormwater, class 4 was chainsaw safety, and then class 5 was the ABCs of salt brine. And then we had another class 6 was what to say and not to say legally in the township, which was a really good class actually. And then on Wednesday I had class 1 was concrete best practices, missed utilities was class number 2, and number 3 before the end of the conference was accessibility and safety lessons. And that was, we did a walk through Ocean City, and it was presented a walking presentation, and they pointed out different accessible areas for handicaps, and the whole AED thing. So that's one of the things we did there. Other things in the township, we had Orchard Road, of course, it's now been finished. Today, myself, Bobby, and Bruce was out and finished up the shoulder work on Orchard Road, so hopefully that will all be done for a year. Delineators have been placed along the roadways to identify the drop-offs. Base repair has been done on Boyle Road, Topper Road, Petra Road, and crossover pipes on also Bullfrog Road and Petra Road. They've all been completed today. I signed off on the sheet. They gave it back to Wendy. Plow trucks will be getting dressed next week for the upcoming snow season. Coal patch will be picked up and stored in one of the bays out here for winter maintenance for potholes. Salt has all been delivered for the 2025 season, so we're all stocked up on the salt. Tree removal from the roadway on Stoops Road today. We went out, we took down the tree today, and then I marked a couple other trees that need to be removed. So, that's pretty much what we got going on there, other than I do have some, and I didn't check my email, a quote was supposed to come in today from York County for road line painting on Glad Hill Road and Orchard Road. That we can move forward with that once we get the quote. I did meet with Low Bar Construction this past Monday, and we met at the bridge in Old Waynesboro. They are going to put together a bid pack, not a bid pack, a price for us to piggyback that bridge maintenance work on the county bid. And we'll move forward with that. And once we get that, we'll have to approve that, so we'll have to call an executive session.
Special meeting,
What's that?
a special meeting.
Special meeting to get that done. Like I said, that one there has been on our hit list for 15 years. We're hoping that once they get back here, that we can go ahead and get that. They're going to reform the sides of the bridges, pour concrete, and also the scaling underneath the bridge where those beams are being exposed. They're gonna seal those beams up and tighten that bridge up, and then they can remove the guardrails that are along the bridge right now to protect the concrete barriers. So anyhow, that's what we've been doing over the last month. Any questions for the road department?
No.
All right. One thing I want to show you guys here, I'll pass out a couple things, I want them back, Bobby. And there's some new traffic safety devices that I looked at that was over there that we can, what we have a problem in the township with when we go out to work on roads, one person has to do all the flagging while the other two guys are doing the work, or either two guys are doing the flagging or one. And it makes it very difficult for us to get work done. These flagging devices, one man operates it. You can rent these or buy these, whichever way you want. You set them at each end, it's remote controlled, so the guy stands in the middle where you can see the vehicle, and he can change those signs just by the remote control. So that's one of the options that we, it's one, some of the things that come out of the RMC conference. Some of the other techniques we had out there, pass that over, I'll give that to you too, is the crack sealing, the different crack sealings. These machines here are used to crack seal up to a 3.5 inch crack, which never saw that before. But you know, there are tools that we can use to help us in the police department, in the road department. All right.
So this thing, this requires line of sight though, right?
It does require line of sight. Yes, it does. It does require line of sight. I'm not even gonna put that in the front.
What's the liability associated with this?
No, I think it's probably, I think your liability is less, I mean.
You got less guys, but you're run over.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You got one guy to be run over instead of two. All right, and the last thing I have for the road department is, and I have mentioned this a little bit, that we are in position where we have the old truck out here, it's starting to see its days, as far as, and we, as Bobby indicated, our road department, is getting to a place where, we don't have a CDL, well, I am a CDL driver, right now. Bobby, I think, retains his CDL, but he put it in rest, I believe. But moving forward, it's becoming more and more difficult to hire people to work in the township with the CDL because we can't nowhere near the price that they need for, or they can get because they have a CDL. So my opinion is that we go to a truck that's non-CDL regulated. So looking at our options for 2026, 2027. I did some research for 650. This is a 650 truck that's non-CDL required. This is just the first one I looked at through a particular company. This is not a CoStar price. This is a straight out price. But this truck is fully equipped with the aluminum bed and everything that we would have on the truck we have now. Only difference is we have a 550. This is a 650. They do make a 750 diesel. That truck's $101,935. So that's something for you guys to think about. You can keep those things there, but that's what I've been making the recommendation.
Does this come with the plow?
No.
You didn't hear it, because
Accessories are more.
yeah.
What's the life expectancy on this or the depreciation schedule? Is it over 10 years? What's the typical truck last?
Well, yeah, for our township.
For township, yeah. The thing is about these trucks here, these trucks, you do not need a CDL to drive these trucks.
Got it, I got the reports of that. You mean I can drive?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Anyhow, that's just for information only right at the moment, as we move into 2026, and we start working on budgetary pricing for 2027, I'll probably be getting back to you, that's your advice. I'll get back to you more, with the definite numbers when I go through CoStar, because the price of CoStars will change.
And this is new, correct? It's not used.
That's really,
It's like.
Isn't there an exception, I'm not,
There's an exception to CDL?
Yeah.
There is an exception to
Snow
CDL.
removal.
The
There's
CDL,
no emergency.
snow emergencies, your guys that are non-CDL drivers
Yeah.
can drive your trucks on snow emergencies only. That's it. They can't run it in the summertime, they're not like.
Hauling stone.
Yeah.
Hauling stone and everything, it's that. And like I said, actually yesterday I got some invitations from a waste hauler that was paying $45 an hour for a CDL driver. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my Lord. But I'm not in the business, so I'm not doing that. Anyhow, so that's something we need to consider as we move forward in 26. All right, that's the end of my report. For the road department, we'll go to the planning commission for October 21st meeting. They didn't have a meeting, did they?
Yes, they did, and that's when they voted on this plan that we're going to review. Right now, they're recommending for approval.
All right.
Review.
You got reviewed, all right. Liberty Township Planning Board considered the above the subdivision plan and recommends the supervisors grant conditional approval of this plan based on meeting all the conditions of KPI. October 21st of 25, letter either conducted a wetland delineation study or having a waiver for the study.
The waiver is in your packet. They've requested a waiver.
It's right after this.
The planning commission believes that the plan is in accordance with the objectives of the Southwestern Ag County Joint Comprehensive Plan and the comprehensive plan formally adopted by the Liberty Township Board of Supervisors. Okay, so that's their recommendation. Did we get anything back from the county?
That's already been processed, yes. I don't have all of that in your packet. That was already sent out previously, I'm sorry. This is the summary of where we are. And I
Okay,
did speak to county today, and if you conditionally approve it, I will, make sure that they confirm the new plan. I did talk to him if they reviewed the new plan that was sent, and, the response from Greenview, because Greenview has already responded to all the county's comments. And I was on the phone with Rob Thaler today about that.
The planning commission really didn't make a recommendation on the waiver, at least I can't.
They're recommending that they either apply and get a waiver, or they have the, wetland delineation.
So they were okay with the waiver?
It's okay with the waiver, just apply for the waiver.
we have
And
the,
they have an application for a waiver.
we have a waiver record.
Yeah, their application is, there's no proposed development, earth disturbance, or building associated with this plan, and therefore this subdivision will not have any impact on potential wetlands. That's from their surveyor or engineer.
Yeah, and I'm here on behalf of this client. My name's Joseph Knappich. I'm the owner of Kiefer Associates.
Oh, okay,
Plan
all right.
Surveying. So if you have any questions, or I can present the plan if you'd like.
Yes, plan.
I'm also here representing Greenview and that property.
Okay. All right.
Well, is there anything you either of you wanna say to the supervisors about the
Well, there is not, we're not gonna be disturbing any land at the moment. This is just on just to divide it into individual lots. There's no, according to KPI, we're not doing any disturbances.
Yeah, the
So
west.
you're gonna have 2 lots?
Yeah, do you want me to? I
One
can-
side of the road, the other side of the road.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
one side has an existing house,
Right.
Right.
and then the other side has 2 agricultural buildings.
Yeah.
There's no proposed development at this time. There's no proposed earth disturbance. There's
Right.
no proposed earth moving at all. And that's why the comment about the wetlands
Right.
is just, there's nothing going to be done. I do show potential wetlands on the plan based off of United States wetlands inventory mapping. So it does indicate that there might be possible wetlands. I mean, there's a drainage ditch and there's a pond on the other side. So obviously there may be wetlands, but again, there's no earth disturbance being done
Okay.
at this time.
And you have plans for us tonight?
Yes, I do. You want me to open
Here
them
are
up?
all
Yeah.
the review letters.
We can have them.
Yeah, those are for you.
Alright.
And actually,
These ones are
they're the same ones but reduced scale for reporting purposes.
Thank you.
so that's the
That contains all the review letters,
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
responses.
Did you see any of these?
I didn't hand them out in your packet, they just went out in an email.
Yeah, they went out in email. All right, we're gonna clear here. Number one, under the planning commission, consider an application for a waiver for the Greenview 25C 18-0027 000-179 Topper Road subdivision plans. These are subdivision plans.
And the waivers for the delineate.
Yep, and the waivers for delineation. So I'll make a motion that we, grant the waiver.
Is that conditional or you're going to?
Conditional on the tape,
The waiver's not conditional, but
That's
the
not
plans might be.
All right,
Yeah, the waiver's not.
and I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Consider recommendation for approval of the non-building waiver for the Greenview 25-0027-000179 Chopper Road subdivision plans.
And that has been certified by the SEO, that should be in your packet, and also
Yep,
by the
it's
planning
in
board.
the packet. It's in it. So I make a motion, we accept that.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next is number 3, consider recommendation for approval of the Greenview 25C 18-0027-000-179 Topper Road subdivision plan. Make a motion to accept that?
Well, that would be as long as the KPI comments are satisfied.
They are, they've been satisfied with the waiver, that was the only comment.
Okay, all right.
And the comments are, the plans must be signed, and they're signed now,
Yes.
and they have the waiver.
Okay.
So the conditions now have been met,
All right.
so it can be unconditional.
Right, so I have a second.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, next thing we have is number 4 is reconsider conditional approval of the amended Sharnita lot consolidation request. These lots were already, been, consolidated, except the man, Mr. Martin, bought an additional lot that he would like to add to the consolidation. So this is just, amending the consolidation to include, the lot that he just purchased. If you look at your little map there, you'll see all the lots he has. It's AAQ 148, AA 150, AA 174. You see those?
50, 148, did you say?
Yeah, there's three of them, 148,
3 of them, 140, okay.
and then 174.
174.
Yeah,
And then this would be conditional upon Adams County reviewing it and signing off on it. They'll get a new plan drawn up, and then it will come back to us.
yes, this is conditional approval for Adams County review. Make a motion to review with conditional approval.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you very much. All right, Secretary Treasurer.
First, I would like to say I've been here over 9 years, and for some reason, I get 2 reports, and I'm gonna ask the board if, in the future on the agenda, I could just have 1 spot. And where would you like it to be?
One what?
It says treasurer's report, then it says secretary treasurer's report.
She wants to
Okay.
know
So
where
I've
you are.
never changed that in 9 years, but now that I'm actually giving a report per Chris's request, can we, give me just 1 spot? Which, do you want it before, or do you want it with the plan, with the, township report?
Whichever you like.
We'll just leave it at the township report?
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
So
sounds
next
good.
month starting, that's where it will be.
Sounds good.
On
All in
treasurer.
favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then, on this report that I gave you today, I have listed the account balances there on this report, and then any ongoing issues that I'm having. Obviously, you know, I have a PC problem, I've transferred to a laptop. It's mostly working now. I had Jeff fix some of the, shortcuts and make sure I have all the applications I need until my PC can be repaired. And that's just a summary of some things that I sent you over an email about the Quigley account. We're near the end of the year, or the checking account, we're near the end of the year. We don't get any more taxes in. And as we continue to draw out and pay things, we will have to make a transfer. That happens every year.
Yep.
And then those are my priorities, just the year-end financial and administrative reports. Finish up this budget for you, get it advertised on time, and still follow up with where we are on the municipal waste contract with the other municipalities.
Okay.
Okay?
And, I'm sure the supervisor's aware of how long it's gonna take to get your server.
Yeah, I said it would be over 30 days. I have the power supply, yeah. But I'm up and running on the laptop, and he has all my programs installed in there.
So it's just more than a fan, you said earlier.
No, it's the power supply fan. The power supply itself died.
Okay.
That's what's going on. So when it's the rest of it's working, but it can't work if it doesn't have a power supply.
Okay. Any showstoppers that you need us to address to get through these priorities?
No, but the thing after this that I could report that's not on this report, you're aware of the check that we sent out to West Penn Power last month was returned to us, and they said they didn't know what to do with it.
Yes.
And then I put it back in the mail with a note what to do with it and sent a copy of an old bill to them. And in the meantime, today I received 11 emails just generated, computer generated, billing us all different amounts. So I'll have to look at what, it would range from $140 to $1,600. So I'll have to look at that tomorrow and see what the heck's going on and give them a call.
Yeah.
Okay?
Alright.
Hopefully they're both about the same number.
We're not paying any late fees.
Yeah, no late fees, no fines.
I will definitely get to the bottom of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something.
Anything else for the secretary treasurer?
That's
Natalie, would you like to say anything there? You sure? You could've gave yourself a raise or something.
That doesn't kick in until like 3 years.
Jump right in there.
Missed the opportunity, Bob. Alright, we're gonna move down to old business, the police service intermunicipal contract. Alright, so we did have our meetings and we have worked out the details of the contract, so I'm gonna make a motion, that we go ahead and accept, the, 1-year contracts versus the 3-year contracts with both Freedom and Holland Township.
The only thing is, that needs to be done by resolution, so just,
we can do that next.
Yeah.
okay. Alright.
So seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And that is at the rate of $85 per hour of the negotiated price. All right.
So, do we sign that tonight, or is that just something down the road there?
We can issue that in December with the resolution.
Yep.
Once the other
That's fine.
municipalities do their voting.
Yeah, 'cause they can't
They
do that.
haven't voted yet.
Yeah, they can't wait till 17th.
Yeah.
So, we're just taking the action to get it done on our end,
So that they can get it done.
but they can get it done on their end. And then we can all.
And that's solidified with the resolution in December.
Alright. Next thing we have here is, recommendation for the zoning amendment. I'm gonna table that, until February of 2026. C is consider quotes for Cradle Point routers for the police department.
Table.
Yeah. I don't even know how much it is.
It doesn't matter.
Is that
I have no idea.
T-Mobile router thing?
Don't know.
Just table it. We left at 6:39
Alright, I'm tabling it.
till December.
Yep, to the
Table.
December meeting. Consider the Adams County Regional EMS request for a donation of $5,000. That is to be tabled.
Yep.
With the understanding that I would like to, reach out to the fire chief of Fairfield, Greenmount, Innisburg, Fountaindale, to come in for discussion with the Township Board of Supervisors for box cards distribution. Okay, that's a motion.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment under new business. Anyone have any comments under new business?
You.
It's you. Any public
that's
comment?
Comments?
We'll move on then.
Way to put her on the
All
spot.
right, consider advertising the 2026 budget for intent to adopt for December the 3rd. Does anyone have any objections to the budget?
No.
Make a motion that we consider advertising it.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll advertise it.
Thank you. Consider appointing KPI Engineering to be our flood plan administrator. That's a motion.
Yes, and Mr. Barlow, I put engineer in there so that we could, in case we ever switch engineers,
Right.
we'll have also have our ordinance amended for that. Because it currently says it is the chairman of the board of supervisors.
That's why we're doing this, because I don't want them over. So, yeah, we're gonna make our engineering firm, whoever they may be, will be our floodplain administrator.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any other comments before we adjourn?
No.
Want to thank Natalie for being
Yes,
here.
we would. We'd like to thank Natalie for being here. Before we leave, have you signed this?
It's all taken care of, so that's fine, right?
Wonderful, wonderful. Natalie, we would like to present you with a certificate for your civil engagement in tonight's meeting on behalf of the Board of Supervisors of Liberty Township. And you would like to take a picture, you said. Come on over here, Chris.
Yeah.
Slide these chairs out of the way. All right, what do you want to slide in here?
We guess you got next to the chairman.
For sure. Why not?
That's right.
Don't hug me.
Don't touch me.
Oh wait, I had it on video, sorry.
She's tickling you.
Even better. Okay.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Natalie. What do you need? You need something for me to sign, right? So-
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll make a motion for adjournment?
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you.
Question here. I was sent by Dennis